Hi guys, I wanted to very briefly just show off some of the items that I've accumulated over the past year in preparation for a potential hazard or any kind of scenario that things get bad for everybody. And the bag is more or less what you would call, I guess, a bug out bag, but it's not like a 72-hour kit that most people um, show on YouTube. It's more of a long-term survival kit, and so basically what I've got here is a Mossberg 930 SPX, an AR-15 chambered in 223 5.56. I've got a here's the Mossberg 12 gauge, and then I got a Glock 27. Currently it's in a 40 cal, but the barrel can be swapped out for a 9mm out of a Glock 26, so multi-use. And this is my everyday carry. It's a Kimber solo carry, so that's a 9mm, and that's my everyday carry. And guys, the real reason that I'm doing this video is so that I may receive some constructive feedback from people more knowledgeable than I am. The red bag is a bag that I keep in my trunk. I carry with me every day. It's manageable. The green camo bag has more extensive items that I would want with me at all times. So the way I think about the red bag is more of a get-home bag. But there are things in the red bag that I would want with me in a long-term survival situation. There's rain gear and a few things. So I'll go over those items with you. I think the most efficient way of going through the items is going to be is to show which pocket that I'm going to display, and then lay all the contents out on the ground and go over those items. All right, the contents that you see came out of this first pocket in the backpack. What I've got is a roll of toilet paper. I've got a Columbia. It's a full ripstop rain suit with the pants that go with it. Good pair of gloves, toboggan, 2 handkerchiefs, probably 200 feet of paracord here, some quarters, band-aids, face mask, triple antibiotic. This is a Bear Grylls with a ferrocene rod, whistle, and on the back of here there's a knife sharpener. It's here's a contractor trash bag. That's what I've got there. Also here, this is an old energy drink bottle that I've got some wire on so I can hang it, and it's good for boiling water. In the next pocket of the red backpack, I've got a bunch of double and triple A batteries that I carry in there. Basically, this is everything that came out of that pocket. I've got a compass, fire, lighter, matches, and I'll go over the contents here. Basically what I got in here are cotton balls soaked in wax. These make great guaranteed fire combustion, and they're a lot better than Vaseline soaked cotton balls, plus you don't have to lug around all the Vaseline tubs. Also in here I've got a couple hooks. Lots of guaranteed fire, as David Canterbury would call it, or guaranteed combustion. I watch a lot of David Canterbury's channel, and I'm a big fan of his series Dual Survival with Cody Lundeen. Anyway, in here, a little mini survival kit. I've got some matches, and these are cotton balls soaked in Vaseline with some weights. Also, right here I've got some artificial worms, but I guess they're tasty. Fish like them, so don't have to go digging for worms. See, things like this is what I'm wanting critiqued about, because, you know, is this really necessary to carry around? Would it be better just to dig for worms? I don't know. Alright, shelter. I've got a ferrocene rod with a paracord lanyard. I've got a rolled up duct tape, super glue. This glue is amazing stuff. I got a saber saw. It's a hand chainsaw. I've got an emergency space blanket and a hand crank flashlight. Food. Got a bobber for my fish cut. I got a couple protein bars. Water. I got a Frontier water filter, one bottle of potable tablets, water tablets, and I've got a Platypus 1 liter water bottle. First aid, I got, this is my everyday carry bag, so I've got like Tums in here, aspirin, things like that. And for overnight, when I go places, I carry some toothpaste in my brush. One last thing in this bag, in this pocket here, I also carry a little mirror, so that's whatever for signaling, look at yourself. Again, guys, the reason for doing this video primarily is so I can get critiqued. To this bag, you know, the Columbia rain suit I would want in this bag. I've got a military poncho in here. You know, the knife in the red bag, the Bear Grylls Gerber knife. Not really interested in having it in this pack. Start on the outside. This is probably the best item of this bag. It's an E.s.e.e 5 from former Rat Cutlery. So this is like the mother lode of knives. I mean, it's great. Rowan, and it's razor sharp. I've had to hone my skill, my knife sharpening skills, over the past year. On the other side here, I've got it's a compass, and on the back, I've got a Cammo Bag 3-liter hydration system. So it's upside down because of the attachments there on the bottom. And again, what I want to do is go pocket by pocket and lay it out on the ground and go through the items. So in the first pouch, it's a meshed pouch, velcroed. All the things that I've got in there. Shelter, I've got a tarp here. I've got, it's an American Eagle insulated shirt. I've got insulated underwear. These are waterproof Columbia gloves. They're pretty good. And I've got a sponge here with a scrubber on the back so I can scrub. I got a Walmart mess kit in there, so it gets dirty and it's something to clean it with. In this wet bag here, I'll show you what's in there. In the wet bag comes hygiene. Got 2 things of it's wax dental floss, 3 individually wrapped in cellophane plastic bars of soap, and a hand scrubber. Next is a pair of sunglasses, and right here, wrapped protective. I'll show you what's in here. First off, wrapped in the wool socks, and it's an insulated face mask. I don't know if you can see it. The lights kind of sucks in here. But this package was wrapped. There's a headlamp, hand crank radio. Whoops. There's another like 100 lumen flashlight, and batteries for both of the flashlights and any other battery operated items in there. Also in the backpack, I've got a way to charge the batteries and pretty much anything else, including car batteries, so I'll show you that coming up. Alright, next I want to go through the contents of this main sack. Alright, first we've got the famous grommeted military poncho. Next, this some of you may recognize as a Lifesaver 4000 water purifier. It's good for about 4,000 liters of purified water. Guaranteed to turn virus-infested water into drinkable, potable water. And I've never used this, and I'm saving it only for emergency purposes. This is something that, in a bad situation, you'd want to defend. Next, I'm going to go through some things that I've got in in this bag here. It's all my fire-making materials and supplies. Alright, in this mozzarella cheese bag, what I've got stored in there is a ferrocene rod, some stormproof matches. They'll burn even when damp, and a whole bag full of waxed, soaked cotton balls for guaranteed combustion. And also in the bag, we have not one, not three, but 5 bottles of potable water tablets. And also for our fire making materials, we have not one, not 2, but 3 lighters to take care of all 3 fire making ways, plus our knowledgeable skills of friction fire for with bow drills. Alright, I thought I'd go ahead and bring in the camera frame here, my sleeping bag, because it is part of the bag. While it doesn't, sleeping bag isn't inside the bag, I can easily compress the bag and attach it to the exterior. This is a Mountain Hardware. It's a synthetic material, and it's a 0-degree bag. It's called the Lamina. Next, I'm going to go through the last part of this bag, and I'll go ahead and lay them out for you. All this stuff that you see here fits in the bottom last pouch of that external shell. It's a military issued. They call it the large ruck, and I got that off of eBay. So anyway, I've got 3 Victor rat traps for trapping. I've thought about carrying some snare wire. These are more bulkier. I'm not going to say necessarily heavier, and I'm only limited to 3, but they're guaranteed to work. And I've never practiced with snare wire or anything like that. So I mean, if I had to put my life on the line, if I'm very hungry and I'm past the 30-day mark, I'm hoping that I'm trapping something in my Victor rat traps. I got a Walmart mess kit. I've chosen the Clean Canteen. It holds 1 liter of fluid, and I wanted to bring the e.s.e.e 5 back in the frame because I just think it's the greatest knife in the world. It's freaking awesome, guys. I've got the B.O.B Laplander folding saw, and I've got probably several hundred feet of paracord there, and for shelter, I got a whole roll of duct tape, some amenities. I'm not going to say that a knife sharpener is not an amenity. It's almost a necessity. So it's a pocket diamond stone. So I've got some aluminum tent stakes there, and I've got my toothbrush and toothpaste, and I've got some bug spray and first aid antiseptic. Also attached to my backpack is a extensive first aid kit, in my opinion. So lastly is Gore-Tex. It's a bivy. It's of the modular sleep system that is military issued. So that is everything that is the contents of that backpack. Yeah, I almost forgot to show you people what's in the blue wet bag. Basically, what there's a face net. I do have a couple hundred feet of thin snare wire, I guess you'd call it, and that's why I want you guys' help and opinions, because do I carry this? I don't have any skill building snare wire or snare traps, or do I carry 3 Victor rat traps? I'm trying to minimize weight as much as possible. So yeah, I almost forgot to show you people what's in the blue wet bag. Basically, what there's a face net. I do have a couple hundred feet of thin snare wire, I guess you'd call it, and that's why I want you guys' help and opinions, because do I carry this? I don't have any skill building snare wire or snare traps, or do I carry 3 Victor rat traps? I'm trying to minimize weight as much as possible. So definitely want you guys' expertise and advice. I've got just a little notebook, pad of paper. I do have a copy of the U.S. Constitution. I've got a American flag head bandana, another bandana, 2 of them, and I got a map of a bug out location that's undisclosed, and some reading material, Bear Grylls Survival Guide. So okay, attached on one side of the backpack is it's Condor Rip Away Med Pack. Hold on, held on with molly webbing, and I'm going to go through the contents of this. Here's the med pack when it's open. First off, I've got a little bit of quick clot. I've got 2 more packages of that in this mesh pouch. I've got some it's artificial tears. I think that's that's a stain. It's not prescription. Some med tape, hand sanitizer. Quite honestly, I'm not going to go through everything in here, but behind here I've got a lot of, Christian cold and cough allergy medicine, a lot of things like that. So that's what I've got in there. I've got some alcohol prep pads, some smelling sauce, whatever you call it. This right here. Are potassium iodide tablets. And it's radiation tablets. Take 1 a day whenever there's radiation contamination. And I've got some Visine for the eyes. Oh, part of my prep, actually, last summer, back in August, I actually got LASIK surgery on my eyes. I used to wear contacts, so I used to have to pack contact solution, my glasses case, 6-month-year supply of contacts, plus, not to mention that the quality of my eyesight has degraded over time, but not no more after I got LASIK surgery, so I don't have to worry about any of that. Got some dental floss, and this is actually antibiotics. Eye drops, antibiotics. Here's like Vicodins, my prescription. And these are antibiotics, my prescription. Here's some needles. But I do have a couple actual sterilized suture kits in here, so I think this is probably unnecessary. Some more artificial tears, and this is penicillin, antibiotics, my prescription. And some ibuprofen, some rubber gloves in there. Okay, I got 1 suture kit, 2, and 3. Probably should have more than that. I've got triangle bandage and some gauze and some more quick clot in there. So, got some glucose tablets. I've been known to, when my sugar gets low, known to kind of get to blackouts. I've got a couple tubes of antibiotic cream with pain reliever. So that's a few tubes of that, and some athlete's foot ointment. Here's ear antibiotics, earwax removal. Got some band-aids, some butterfly bandages, some face masks, crap load of gauze and junk like that, and a couple various size band-aids, small, medium, and large. Last bag I want to show you guys is it's my electronics bag. I kind of anticipate that if I'm bugging out on foot, I'm gonna have at least one other person with me, but like the one item in here, the solar charger and kit, should I throw it in that bag, so I can carry? I mean, it's pretty heavy. This I'll show you, but when I start adding this right here, because this is what I'd want to carry with me, and that if I was going to, if I didn't have a second person, but you really need all this other stuff. This is a battery charger. Will charge AA, AAA, C size, D size, 9 volt, you know, just all that stuff. You know, there's some handy junk right here. It'd be even handier if you had someone with you to carry it all. So yeah, it's a AC converter. This is the charger for the battery charger, and the waterproof box. Got radio, two FRS radios. I'm an amateur radio operator. I've got my license. I've had my license for 10 years now. 26 years old. So had a house fire about 4 years ago, and I had a Yaesu VX7R that burned up in the fire. And the Yaesu it can be modded to talk on FRS radio amongst a lot of other good frequencies to have. So I'll end up eliminating these. But you know, second one's good for if you got a second person for comms between the two. USB battery charger to charge double and AAA, and I've got a hand crank radio, which also has a pretty useless solar charger on the top of it, and it's got a flashlight on it, and it does weather band and all that good cool stuff. This is a sorry, you can't see it in here, but it's a diode for. I had another solar charger that needed a directional diode, but I eliminated this out of my survival pack in exchange for the Brunton system. But basically, I've got triple the amount of batteries that I need for all my battery operated equipment and my kits. Another USB charger. Probably don't need that because everything's pretty much self-contained in there, except for all the batteries and the rechargeable batteries that I need. And plus, this is kind of cool, you know, USB cable that you can hook up to pretty much anything you want. And another USB to micro USB. Alright, for the solar charging pack, I've got the solar array itself, and on the front here it has places for 2 power outputs, and you can charge cell phones and things directly from this. Heck, even a car battery if you got some time, or if you're completely desperate. Right, it's also grommeted, so that's handy too. We've got it tied off with some paracord to hang it from a tree or hang it from wherever. And but what you're really supposed to do, it's a battery pack, 5,600 milliamp hours, and holds the charge. I haven't charged this and probably haven't put a charge on it for, I don't know, like 6 months or something. So in the package here comes with some alligator clips. Everything's standardized for this attachment here. Everything's interchangeable. It's got DC socket, and this hooks up. I'll show you that in a minute. A couple different connections. You can charge just a lot of different things with this. It's hard to do this one-handed. Got it kind of wrapped in bubble wrap, but it's kind of an inverter from Brunton. It's got a fan on the inside, and you use this stuff to hook it up, and you can just power all kinds of different stuff. And it's got an inverter right there, also USB hookup. So that's the Brunton system there, folks. I'll open this up and show. This is what the Brunton, it's called a Solaris. I think Solaris 26 is the model. I think it puts out like 2.6 watts of power. You know, I forget what the specs are, and I've got the paperwork somewhere, but this is what it looks like open. So this is what I've got. I'd really like to get your guys' opinions and advice on what I should and should not carry and pack as a sustained bug out bag in a survival situation, and also for, everyday care. For shelter, I know I've got the rain gear in there, and that's, like I said, the red bag is my everyday carry, and I think I'd look kind of funny if it's raining out and I need to put on a jacket or both. If I want to be out in the rain or have to walk, run out of gas, whatever it may be. I wouldn't run out of gas, but in any other situation, I think I'd look kind of funny running around in a camo poncho. But I would really like to have, if I'm stuck out in the rain for a long period of time in an actual survival bug out situation, I'd really want my Ripstop Columbia rain gear. So, I've got the tarp in there, I've got the poncho. Do I need both? Do I need the tarp? Should I eliminate it? It's got weight. I'm trying to save weight on all this stuff, save on bulk. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks.